Okay, here we go again. Talking hat video, little talking hat video. Um, okay. Yeah, there's a mask behind me. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry about this. It's just that I'm in a tiny little room and there's not a lot of space and yeah, I need to clean up my shit. Yeah, let's go straight to the video. An edited raw version of this video, but yeah, it's very important. So okay, how's it going, guys? It's Sam right here again, another time with another video. And this time, I'm in this messed up room because I want to talk about, um, oh my god, I already messed up, rock bottom. So again, I'm not gonna edit this video. It's just gonna be raw footage. Okay, so rock bottom. What is rock bottom, and why am I talking about rock bottom, and why this can be beneficial to you, in some way, shape, or form. So, for those of you who don't know, basically when you hit rock bottom is when you hit the lowest point of your life. So, say you're trying something, you don't know, like your life kind of falls apart. So, you got your job, you got your job, you lose your job, you have your relationship, you kind of lose it. Not kind of, but you actually lose it. And you see everything that you built in life like shattered. Okay, wait. So everything that you built in life shattered and like shattering and falling into pieces, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then you actually hit rock bottom, you know? And what happens is most of us get like discouraged. We get discouraged. We lose focus. We kind of fall, and some of us don't get back up. But the thing is that when you hit rock bottom, as sad and as hard as it is, the only way to to grow, like the only way to go now when you hit like the lowest point is to go up. So even though it is very cliche and it's very sound, it's very like cliche saying that, there's not another word for this, I guess. But it's literally it. Like when you hit the lowest point in your life, the best thing, that is the best thing, quote unquote, because the only way to go is forward and up. And to be fair, hitting rock bottom, as bad as it is, gives you the opportunity to look in your life, into like your life, inside of it, in every single way, so that you can reevaluate what you're doing. Like whether it's your job, whether it's your relationship, whether it's anything you're trying to do, you can actually reflect on what's right and what's wrong in your life, so you can finally change it. Because if you hit rock bottom, chances are something was not right in your life. Something must have happened, or maybe you've been like holding on to something for way longer than you should have, than you should, and then I don't know, that kind of fell. You know, that thing crumbled, and then you can actually start seeing what needs to be changed. Sometimes you're going through so much, like so much depression and a lot of anxiety because of your work, because of people around you, and you're so caught up. You get so caught up in the daily routine that you're not even seeing that you're destroying yourself. So it's just an example, but basically is rock bottom allows you and gives you the perspective and the possibility to look inside, so then you can actually see what needs to be changed, and you can actually change it. Because if you don't change it, then you're just going to stay in this rock bottom forever, and you're going to stay in this hole forever, and nothing's going to change, and you need to get out of it. And I know it's easy to say, you know, like easy to say, harder to do, but you're going to have to find a way to go about it. So the first thing I would say is you need to make sure that if you hit rock bottom, there is a why to it, and there's a way out of it. So even though it's the hardest thing in the world, sometimes as hard and as weird as it may look and it may sound, sometimes the worst thing that can happen to you is also the best thing that can happen to you. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes again, a door closes, so a better door opens up for you. So yes, you might have had this type of work, you might have had this type of life, but maybe God's closing this life to you and this door to you, so then this other door can open up for you, and is a wider, way better, happier door and happier path than the one you were already following. So that's what I'm trying to say. and then maybe you're not seeing it now because you're covered up with all this bullshit that you're going through right now. So you can really see clear, and you can even think clearly because your mind is just so messed up with all the negativity and all the shit that you're going through right now. But on the long term, if you continue to push through it, chances are you're gonna actually see that it was good for you, you know. And the reason why I say this is because I went through rock bottom a million times in my life. I went through rock bottom like a lot of times, and right now especially, I went through the lowest I've ever been in my entire life. And even though I moved out of my country, there's a lot of things that when it comes to that that made me do this. And again, I would have to open up. That's a whole nother topic for another video. But what happened with me is I hit rock bottom, and he finally gave me the opportunity to look inside and see what I really wanted for my life. Because, guys, whether you like it or not, and again, sounds cliche, life is too short for us to be living something that we don't want to live. And yes, I know we do have to work, we do have to do certain things that we don't want to do, but I think there's limits to everything. I mean, how long are you gonna keep on working on this job that you hate for? I mean, are you gonna keep on working this for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? It's something to work for something and living a certain lifestyle that you don't want to live for like a year or two, or I don't know, like a in a specific time where you're gonna be benefited from that. But it's a whole nother thing when you do something that's not really gonna give you anything on the long term, and you're just living and wasting your time. Like, so over time, like in the next 5 or 10 years, you just lose it. Like 20 years, 30 years, nothing ever changes. So you're really not being benefited from it. And then next thing you know, you're like 40 years old looking back with regret because you haven't tried what you wanted to do. You haven't taken a leap of faith for the new project or for the new career that you were trying to do. And don't get me wrong, again, I'm not saying like just throw in the towel and just do something crazy, but you've got to look at what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, because again, life is too short. I say that because I already lost my mother, you know. I lost my family, and I have a really like dark background. Unfortunately, life wasn't too pleasing and too happy with me. It wasn't like all flowers and, you know, all these kind of shit. Like, it was very dark. So I got to experience a lot of things that I didn't want to experience at a very young age, and it made me reflect of what I really wanted. So I lost my mom, I lost families, I lost people that I loved already. Um, I've been through so much shit. So you do realize that life is short, and you need to find a way to be happy, and you need to find something, at least one thing or two, that actually makes sense for you. Because if you don't find anything that makes sense for you, if you just give up all your life for money or a job that does not help you in any type of way and just kills you mentally, and it doesn't benefit you in any way on the long term, you're really gonna have to step back at some point to reevaluate if that's what you really want on the long term. Because chances are, if you don't do that, you're gonna hit rock bottom, and then some of us need to hit rock bottom so then we can break from this vicious cycle that we're going through, so then we can restart. And then when we start again, we're gonna like take better decisions for our future. So that's what I'm saying, you know. And I mean, basically that's what it is. And again, everyone has their own journey. My journey is my journey, your journey is your own journey. So you're gonna have to figure out what works for you and what's your journey, like what your journey is about. And I gotta figure out what my journey's about. But that's what you gotta do. You've gotta look inside, you've gotta see, you've gotta reflect, you've gotta take time to think what you wanna do, and who you wanna be, what exactly are you in this world. And because again, I'm not trying to be crazy, but look yourself in the next 30 years. Like, look yourself in the next 40 years. Look at yourself in the next 50 years. You don't even know if you're going to be alive. I mean, and how long are you going to keep living in this cycle that does not end, you know, on this unhappy state of mind? I mean, I was depressed like almost my whole life. I lived with extreme depression, severe depression and anxiety. I had a lot of problems. I worked with a lot of things that I hated for years of my life. And again, lots of things that I've tried, they didn't work out, and I'm starting again. And again, I've been unhappy most of my life, so pretty much I look in the future, and if I don't change something now, chances are, again, the next 10, 20 years, I'll be living the same shit. And I probably will be so dead, mentally speaking, that I won't even want to be, like, I won't even be able to live anymore. I would probably, again, sorry, would just give up on life, because I would be so tired of keeping up with this, because every single day gets harder. Every single day. That's why we got to find ways to get out of it, Again, guys, surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. Surround yourself with people that want to get somewhere in this life. Surround yourself with people that are actually fighting for something in their lives. And the best thing that you can do for you, and like for yourself and for other people around you, is you become the best version of yourself. Because by becoming the best version of yourself, you're gonna help a lot of people, like a lot, like in every single one around you. Everybody that stays around you is going to be benefited from you, because you are living your best life. You can help them. You can help them spiritually. You can help them maybe financially. You can help them mentally, physically. You can push them up when they're down, because now you're the light. Now you're the light, and now you're the stair that they need to climb. And maybe you can give them that little hand that they need, because they're too tired of fighting. They don't know what they're doing. They're lost. Maybe you are their hope. That's what I'm trying to say. So the best thing that you can do is just become your best self, so then the people around you will be automatically benefited from it. And again, don't give up on who you are, no matter what. No matter what society says, no matter what people says, you are unique. And okay, there are billions of people in this world, but there's only one you. There's only one of you. There's only one of me, which is me. Exactly, with this personality, with this voice, with these dreams. There's only one Samuel. There's only one you. Whoever, whatever the name you have right now who's watching it, there's only one you, one specific person, okay? And by becoming your best self, maybe, because it's not guaranteed, but maybe you can make a difference in this world, which in the end, in my opinion, it's what really matters. As long as you're changing one person's life. If you change one person's life, or if you happen to help one person through their journey, then I think you've done your part in this crazy world. And then, okay, you brought light, the light that the world needs. So again, I'm sorry for rambling and venting and talking a lot, but I really wanted to give this insight to you guys, because this world is full of mediocrity, full of bullshit, full of negativity, and we need to be the light. We must be the light in this world, because if we're not the lights, then who else is going to be? Who's going to be the light? You know what I'm saying? So, whew, yeah, that was it. That was very deep, but again, that's it, guys. I'm trying to go all in with YouTube, with you guys. I want you guys to live your best lives. At the same time, I want to live my best life too. So again, just bear with me, subscribe to the channel, help me. I'm going to be posting a lot of content, but bear with me. Most of the content will be in Portuguese, because I'm Brazilian and I want to make content for the Brazilian audience. But every now and then I'll make a video, a vlog or something for you. And who knows, I don't know what's going to happen with YouTube, but I want to do this, okay? So yeah, I'm here, and hopefully you liked it. See you. Bye. Take care. I love you.